Welcome to FilmIn5D, the show about everything film and the 5D Mark II. I'm your host, Aaron Hamnick. This week, we talk about how to light for the outdoors.
Ah, dude, I was expecting some new snazzy adjective.
Nah, not this week. Maybe next week. Bumper. Oh, the holidays. My favorite time of year. How about you?
Well, if it snowed here, it'd be a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I wish it snowed here. And all the people on the East Coast are like, you
Yeah, seriously.
We have some fun stuff coming up for you this month, including a few episodes where we'll be shooting on the 7D and even the iPhone 4S. But this week, we'll be showing you how to get a quick lighting setup when you're running and gunning outdoors. The thing you'll often find when shooting outdoors, besides the fact that it can be pretty hard to control lighting conditions, is that most of the time, you have to get your shots and get out of there before anyone takes notice, especially if you're on a low budget like we are.
Hey, I was wondering, how much does a permit cost?
I was wondering that too. I don't know. I don't know about a film permit. I know, but like a permit for picnics is like a couple $100. Couple $100. It's cold, man. It's really cold.
I know.
Okay, moving on. This is why today we'll be showing you how you can quickly set up for outdoor lighting using this reflector, which was actually only $15 on Amazon. Some of the things I love about this bounce pad are its size and the amount of faces it has. It can easily work for two subjects at the same time, and it has 3 different reflectors plus a soft white bounce that doubles as a diffusion filter. The faces include a gold reflector, which will give your light a warmer tone, a silver reflector, which will give it a cooler tone, and a black reflector, which I honestly don't use much, but it can be helpful to block out the sun. Now, in my opinion, the best lighting you can get outdoors, especially for interviews, is when it's cloudy, because an overcast sky gives you a very even light across the face. However, if there isn't a cloud in the sky, you can still achieve this type of lighting using a diffusion filter, like the one you see with this kit. Just hold the board between the sun and your subject, and the light will spread more evenly across the face. Next, we'll show you how to set up for lighting quickly outdoors, but first, a public service announcement.
Oh, Rudolph. Wow, look at that nose, man.
What? Oh, yeah.
Dude, you need to stop thinking about it. Look, the insurance paid for my car and we're all still alive. That's what really matters, right?
What? Oh, right.
What are you thinking about?
Man, I don't like that guy you hired, man. I don't like it when people are snooping around.
Well, you do know that's his job, right?
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to ask me so many questions. I think I saw him in my backyard last night.
Don't worry, man. He said he'll have the case solved by next month.
You mean I have to put up with this guy for another month?
Dude, relax. Just forget about it. It's the holiday season, remember?
Yeah, I guess you're right. You know, I used to love these movies when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I was actually thinking about doing a sketch using stop motion for the show.
Dude, that's a pretty good idea, actually. It's definitely different than what we usually do.
Yeah, but I can't decide whether or not to do it with Legos or live action.
Either one would be good, TBH.
I know, right? Maybe I should ask the audience to leave their comments in the description below and let us know what they think.
Yeah, like which would be better? Stop motion with Legos or stop motion with live action?
Oh, we're just waiting for you to leave a comment below. You good? Alright.
So hey, what do you want for Christmas?
You know, the usual, a GoPro, an iPhone, another 5D. Wait, what do you mean?
Well, I was thinking this year we could exchange presents.
You're kidding. Guys don't give other guys presents. What would you even want anyways?
Well, I just wanted a nice sweater.
A sweater? I might as well bake you cookies and give you breakfast in bed.
It's only a sweater.
In fact, why don't you write me a nice poem and read it next to me by the fire?
All right, man. You could have just said no.
No, man, seriously, what a great idea you had there. And afterwards we can go walk in the snow with our warm, hot chocolates while we hold hands. Okay, so the setup we're going to show you should work no matter what you're using to bounce the light. Whether you're using a poster board or a car window reflector, one of those silver ones that you see, or an expensive bounce pad that you bought for hundreds of dollars, the setup is going to be the same.
What about if you use some sort of super advanced light bending technology?
Does that even exist?
Well,
For
I figured
filmmaking? for low-budget filmmakers.
Well, maybe sometime in the future, you know, this is gonna be on the internet. I figure we should
future. That's true. I mean, like, we're forever on the internet right now, right?
Yeah.
People will watch this, and the trolls from the future will watch this and be like, "You forgot the super light bending technology thing." So let's head outside and get this thing done. Alright, so like I said before, if you're doing an interview outside, the best possible lighting situation you can get, in my opinion, is an overcast sky. This will give an even light across the face. But using the bounce pad that I showed you before, you can get the same effect. Just hold the diffusion part of your bounce pad between the actor and the sun. This will create an even light across the face, removing harsh shadows. My bounce pad comes with 4 different sides like I showed you before, but the one I use the most is the silver side, which is what we're using right now. This is a very strong and even light that usually works well with the sun. But it also has a gold side, which is also very strong and gives a more warm feeling, which could be nice if you're shooting at the beach or when the sun is setting to give that kind of orange sun look. It also has a black side, which I really don't use that much, because all it really does is shade your actors and block the sun, putting them in a shadow. It also has a white side, which gives off a softer light, and unlike the other 2 reflectors, it works more like a fill, and not like a key using the sun. Like I said before, you can go the even cheaper route and get a white poster board, which will work as a fill just like this one does. So the angle at which your crew member is holding the bounce pad is always going to vary, but you're always using the sun to reflect against the bounce pad, which will then be put on your actor. Like I said before, I use this setup to get in and out as quickly as possible while keeping my budget low and nobody notices I'm ever there. And that's it for this week. Send any questions you might have to me via @mentions on twitter.com/SharingHammock. Follow the show's Twitter at FilmIn5D. And if you watched last week, or you follow us on Twitter, you know that one of the main requirements for us to feature your channel on the show is that you must be actively producing content on average every other week. Since we'll be showcasing your talents and suggesting that other people subscribe to you, this is a must. You always want to keep your audience interested. But we'll see you next week when we do a review on the 7D.
Does that mean we're gonna sell the Mark II?
Sell the Mark II, dude. It's my favorite camera. My favorite camera that doesn't cost $50,000.
So what about the 7D though? What are we gonna do with that?
Maybe we'll shoot some slow-mo.
Does that do that?
Yeah, it's 60 frames per second. Slow it down by 300%.
Uh-huh.
Some slow-mo.
Nice. I'm excited now.
Yeah. Dude, don't you feel like you're in Star Wars right now?
Why? Because the
moon? Whoa! Look at that shot.
I know, it's amazing, right? It's like Discovery Channel or something.
Yeah. Ah, my eyes! My eyes! My eyes!